Kopango ruak me inAlebtong.
They're okay, Your Excellency.
The second vice chairperson of the NRM and Speaker of Parliament.
Vice Chairperson, can Speaker of Parliament, of Uganda.
Vice Chairperson Northern for NRM.
Hello, God. Won't come NRM Bitumar, Uganda.
Vice Chairperson for NRM Western.
Hello, God. NRM to work in Uganda.
The Secretary General of the NRM. All the other members of SEC.
Central Executive Committee, NRM.
All the other leaders. And Ruak Duchu of Northern Uganda.
Uganda Duchu.
My message to you is already in the manifesto.
Manifesto.
But the message of NRM goes back almost 65 years. From the 1960s, 1960. By that time, we were in the student movement. And we were in the old parties, UPC, DP, Kawakayeka.
UPC, DP,
Kawakayeka. Oh, Kawakayeka. Kawaka Keken, yes, that's Kawakayeka. Now, we saw the problems of Uganda. And that's how we started designing solutions. So you can say that in the last 65 years, NRM with Uganda and Africa, our efforts have got a boom-wen points. Our chair is liberation. What became the AM eventually, we have got a constant position. We support the right, oppose the wrong. When Lango was pressurizing for federal to divide Ugandan tribes, we didn't support it. Then we did not agree with when UPC supported federal that time. And they made alliance with Kabakayeka. That eventually caused all the problems we had in 1966. The problems we had in 1966. These elders know those.
Jo ameti kanu te gongeo ginene kopni.
Then, when Amin came, we opposed him.
Ikarame aminu bino kin pete ye chwako.
I was the first person to oppose Idi Amin in Uganda,
Ene biru dana na machielo no ya te kwero.
other than Obote,
Telarach Idi Amin.
Obote, who was the president.
Ene ko wani ya patu bore mero beru president.
Then we wanted unity. We wanted the unity of Ugandans.
Ginruete meto ni luak me Uganda no te karachel.
And that's why we didn't agree with the DP and UPC dividing UNLF 1979-80.
Ene mio ichwako UPC kere nena ber no kinti kere imatun mi chel mi abonga ni pier bi chel we menen no ko kom yot kom kere jam ko ene no kwana.
And the consequence of those divisions, you know them, how many people died, soldiers who were killed, the soldiers, actually Lango soldiers who were killed by Amin, the Western Islanders who died, you know the elders here know the story.
Tijo apol la me urwenyo koge itela rach Amin kere no kene ilao kan I West Nile kere don kan no kene Uganda.
So, but eventually NRM took charge.
Atuteni me dong enarem de binu gamo loja tirti.
And since that time, you have never had those problems of this tribe massacring the other tribe in the army. You have never had those problems.
Anangari enarem don ye loj peti ko porni ro korni ya te wo monyo ro korni ko mene galany ametia kina ro kapapat.
Even the people who are not with us, we bring them peacefully to our side.
Akadijo akire ki ukomo komi maodi irmor me kelo ki kara chela chala tela be.
So this is point number one.
Manu burina machela pire tek me kamen me enarem ti Uganda.
Liberation of Uganda eventually.
Yeko Uganda te be da tiamo ya kita wando tiune no kerene.
Then the second point was unity.
Mena Mario obero not luak.
We don't believe in division of tribes.
NPyeng nyo enarem pyeng ikop me apoga me dini kere kara papat.
Or religion,
Nyo dini
or looking down upon women,
nyo apoga kin chok kere mon
or looking down upon the youth.
nen bulli wanga ping.
That's why you hear we try to bring up everybody, because everybody is valuable.
En mi en kelo jodu ju karachel bulu tie mon tie chote jodu ju me Uganda tie no karachel pin jodu ju tikere ginda pel ke tek community.
How many women were in parliament in 1962?
Mona di no di parliament mo adun mi chel mi abon wen pier bi chel wer yo.
I think there were only 3.
No tie dek ken.
And yet women are 50% of the population of the country.
No katutwal petwere.
So that's the second point.
Mono kom
Unity.
na Mario.
The third one
Kom na madek.
is what you are talking about here.
Ginna wanu ju ko bukane.
Kuch.
Kuch.
We work for peace,
Olo le tek binel ne kuju bedu tie.
and we are able to achieve it
Da no ngo te kanya kin en dal do kutie.
because we have got a disciplined professional army.
Pieno tikere mo nya war ame war twero utedero keru nywalle.
And the army is built professionally.
Mon donga man tie mo nya riek ker mo nya war be.
We don't look at tribes in the army
Pro ne no kaga ko me mo.
or religion.
Nyo dini.
We look at, are you a good soldier or not?
Itie bedo ke ame tie mo nya ame utwero dongi abo paro kanor ken yaye nyo kanisha me lege.
That's why when we are recruiting, we recruit from every district.
En mi o kajo cho yo mo ukobo ni a cho yo mo ni district duju te me yo na maru rama pe Uganda duju.
Every district has a quota.
District duju tikere namba ame kajo ameto kwanye ye.
That's how we have peace now.
Kina me o kelo kere kuji Uganda.
Then the fourth one
Mena mangwen.
is Donglobo,
Don lobo.
development.
Adu mere ni kop me don lobo.
This one concerns things which everybody uses,
Man budu jam ya me jodu ju tiyu kere.
like the roads,
Bala yo.
electricity,
mach,
piped water,
pi, metap,
telephones.
chim agwa,
That is what we call all that economic infrastructure.
mono me jama me okwano ni loyo dong tia binu.
But we have also got social infrastructure,
Didok jam yo kana me gudu dana chela chel.
such as the schools,
Bala chukul,
the health centers.
daga tale.
And we didn't have money
Uno chente pe,
because the economy had collapsed.
pieno nuo gubo chente me Uganda dog ping.
And later on, I will show you where money comes from.
Ano nok tutwale me yuwenge yo kana chene dong tia bini ye.
But on the roads,
Akwako yo,
we started from the very beginning.
ochako iyo me kin pajo yo agera.
When we came into the government, even when we did not have enough money at that time,
Uno chente tera tirpe.
we worked on the road from Tororo, Mbare, Soroti, Dokolo, Lira, Kamudin.
Ochako tiji yo ayai tororo, ame yawu gola me Kenya, te binu mbale, te binu soroti, te binu lira, te karo naga gulu cha te karo Sudan.
Sections of that road had been made tarmac, but they had deteriorated, so we had to do them again a number of times. But also the section from Soroti to Lira was Maram.
Eno ko ni karaginu tiu yo naja, uno yo ame yai isoroti binu lira, uno pot pe upu lamiye.
Then now we have just almost finished the road from Ruenkunyu, Apache, Masinipot, Apache, Lira, Ogur, Puranga.
Amanda ko medu yo ame peli mas in the pot te binu pach te binu lira, te be ogur, te karo naga Puranga.
Then now we are also working on the road from Bobi to Loro.
Amanda ko tiji yo ayai bobi te wo loro.
And we shall work on the road from Lira to Aloy, to Apala, to here, to Abim.
Doko tiji yo ayai lira, aloy, apala, naga bim.
But there's a road which other people don't know, but which I know myself.
Ti yo ajo apol pe ngewere nge ku komena duong president.
These Camparians don't know that road.
Joni me Kampala ni pe nge yo eni.
The road from Soroti to Amuria, to Obaranga, to Achanpi. Achanpi must be somewhere.
Yo ya muria,
To Achanpi, all the way to Otuke
obalanga chanpi,
and Abim.
te doko lo ka bim.
That road, we shall add it to the list.
Ni ume doko kom yo adone ne kobono.
So then somebody may say, these Kampala people don't know that road.
E joni me Kampala ni pe nge yo no atwale to ene nge.
But me Jalum, because I'm a Jalum.
Ni ene be dana mo be ilum karalaj mi nge yo eno dojo.
I'm always there fighting coin, so I know the road.
Ene be ilum karade lwenye kom kon so nge yo eno dojo.
We have already done the roads to Karamoja on the other side.
Ni yo waru karamoya tungu kene cha dongo yeko ko.
From Soroti to Katakwi to Moroto,
Yo ayai isoroti te be okata ku te won morto.
from Mbare to Muyembe to Nakapiripirit to
Yo ayai
Moroto.
mbale te won nakapiripirit.
Those are already done.
Mono do utieko ko.
So some people didn't know. They were saying, oh, we have already done the road, and we're going to do the road from Moroto to Kotido to Kabong.
Amando dong yeko yo ayai morto te wot kotiru te wot kabong.
So some people were saying, when I talked about it, they said, this we have already done to Karamoja. I said, no. You have done one side of Karamoja. There's a side you don't know.
Nigin kai ko ni utiu yo kwa de kwan jo ko ni ti tudungu kene me karamoja. Amegin pot petiu ya men pengeo.
So we did these roads with very little money, when we had little money.
Gini ti yo ni karame chene ti ati ti tutwal. Amere rida.
But you must have heard that the NRM discovered your oil, which the British had failed to discover.
En un mere winya ni moro. Ni NRM unu mo loyo metaping ame obero mo.
The British were here, they looked for the oil from 1920s up to 1956, they gave up.
Ko ni mun ni lo Uganda obedo kane to wang pe ne Germany do jo government me NRM obino no babu chingi po government me NRM.
And they wrote a report which in 1956, the oil was there, but it disappeared because of the volcanoes in Goma, in Congo.
Eno ko ni tugere mo go meteping ikom jam ya bere telobo binu miyo karameo neno ni mo tie jode ko bi mo dog ruenyo ko.
But when we come, we discovered it.
Endo ajo choke gendong kwede no ni mo tie.
And we are now laying the pipeline
Amani do ichana paipo ko kana kita mo mi ruot kede.
to pump it out of the ground.
Me kwanyi telobo.
Let them show you that oil, if they have on the picture here.
Eno kwa ni nguti wa wan luak me inAlebtong kita me do kopa kwa ko ko mo tie wot kede. Itwero neno isi nema chokedi.
There you are. That's the one.
Eno ko ni eno.
Those are one of the compounds.
Monu dog pura chela ken.
Show us the rig near the lake. They will show us when they get it. They will show us when they get it.
Eno ko ni moro ti dog kulo kana abere mi nguti wede do ngutu kadongo nuo.
When our oil comes out,
Kama wakati wako
if you have elected me,
kai bolo kuir mod President Museveni.
I will not allow. There you are.
Eno ko ni ene ko comment chala nene ni wuni nen.
Those are the rigs. Those are the rigs, the ones digging the wells down there. So the oil is about to start flowing. Now, once it starts flowing, we shall be getting an extra $2 or so billion per year, additional to whatever we have been getting now. And if you would have elected me, I would not allow it to be used to import whiskey, to import perfumes. It will only be used for the roads, the railway, the electricity. And some of the school systems. So therefore, in the past we were struggling to build to modernize these roads using very little money, and you have seen what we did. So if somebody says, these are Goba, they will not do the road from Lira to Aloy to Abim. You ask them, but they did the one from Soroti to Lira. If they did it, why can't they not do this one? And they did the one from Renkunyu to Apache, to Lira, to Pranga. Now it's almost getting to Kitugum. So that is the second, point number 4. Now that is economic infrastructure. You can translate it as foundation for the economy. When you come to electricity, did inAlebtong have electricity before NRM?
Ni na kan ka me na rem no pe lo no ma chi inAlebtong ni ka mu na ene winyo. It was not there, Your Excellency.
Yes. Even Kitgum did not have electricity.
Ni na ka Kitgum da no ma pe.
Even Moroto,
Na ka Moroto da no ma pe.
Moroto, Kabong, even Kabari, towns like Kabari. And
Districts are in Kwana no Duju, no ma pe ye.
in Tungamo,
Ntungamo kicha.
they didn't have electricity.
Mono to ping me Uganda tungcha.
But you can see it now.
And it were no ma tung ko mi wai ka inAlebtong. Na ka wai da chau be yung e wa wan le no cha ba bu chi wi po ka me na rem.
The telephones.
Chim.
When NRM came into government,
Kara NRM bini lodge.
we had 23,000 telephone lines.
Uno chime ka ti tutu mi apier yo we dek ke keni Uganda loro.
We now have 28 million telephones, I think.
Ene ro chime Uganda chawa ni ti million pier yo ya boro.
So the schools,
Chukule.
I was looking here at the schools.
Edie lo pa polemere cha nge yo kopa kwa chukul.
inAlebtong alone has got 76 government primary schools.
inAlebtong a chalo district ti chukule pier biru ya bichel ame ber ma government.
And 100,000 plus pupils.
Kero ti na rama la ka chele ginoro.
Then the private schools are many, 198.
Chukul ame chungi wigi ken ge pol.
122.
Ti mi a chele pier yo wer yo.
Then the parishes with the government primary schools are 42. The parishes with the government primary schools are 42.
Parishes ame chukula government ti ye ti pier ngwena yo.
The ones without are 27.
Mena me chukul pe ye ti pier yo abiro.
So that is the challenge.
Mano pero gina me petika kare.
The secondary schools, government ones are 7. The secondary schools are 7.
Chukula government me sini ati abiro.
The sub-counties without secondary schools are also 7.
Gomole ame chukul sini ape ye odong no no ti abiro.
So that is our challenge now.
Mano pero dok jamu kene ame to teach.
But I was telling people yesterday in Dokolo,
I wore no ti ko bijwak me dongolo.
in 1961 when I went to Tuntare,
Imo atun mi achele mi abong wen pier bichel we achele ame ni woro ichukulu lo ni ntare titumbarara.
there were many boys from Lango.
No tia wo be polo ya ila kane.
Where were they coming to Tuntare?
Ngomi ugi no tia ya ila kan te wo naga.
Because in the whole of Achodi, the whole of Lango, the whole of Teso even, there was not a single, not only A level, but even some of the O level, no level, O level.
Ko ni chagere ya choli te bini la te wo retasho no chukul chini ya morope. Akar mere wo chukula menu jo kwani ye na sini ya bichel.
The only O level school in this zone was Sir Samuel Baker, which was S4.
Chukula menu tu ni sini ya ngwen itutungi no berisa Samuel Baker metie.
And then Teso College Aloyet, which was also S4.
Kere Teso College ameti sorote.
Oh, no A-level school.
Chukula meo tinu wori ye haya no pe.
That's why the boys were coming to Chisubi, Ntare, Budo, because they are the only ones which had.
Eno meo tinu wa no ya ila kan te wo budo te wo ntare kere chukula kene ni winyo kwano nyecha.
And the girls were going to Namagunga, Dabingo, and Gayaza.
Anyira no te wo na magonga na bingo kere gayaza. Chukula nene kwano cha numea uobe keken.
But we hear that inAlebtong alone now has 7 government secondary schools.
Eno no iteru winyo ni inAlebtong ber district achela kene tikere chukula government me senior pero.
I don't know how many of them are A-level. How many of them are A-level?
Endia penyo ni adi pero A level.
Does somebody know?
Ngator tiya kobo.
5. A beach.
Angwen. 4.
Angwen.
Yes.
4 of them are A level.
Amani do aleptong ke ken chukula haya ti yeti ngwen.
So therefore, this is a big effort by the NRM for Uganda.
Manu beru ton tutetu twala me na re mukanya kino meneno ni manu ti ye kapi district achela ken ker district so ken Uganda.
But point a beach
Ken ko beru na mabij dong.
is what confuses many people.
Beru kina ruju wi jo apol to twala.
Even the leaders,
Na ko tela.
even the educated people,
Na ka jo kwano.
even the other religious leaders, cultural leaders, we need to be clear.
Otituba otitmete kwaro.
This is the issue of Lango.
Ko pa kwao ko be como pia.
Many people, leaders talk about the roads, the tarmac road, the electricity and so on.
Otela beru ko be como yo maj pi.
But even if there is a tarmac road,
Hena kari yo be de tie mo pula mo ko ye.
like Dokoro where we were yesterday,
Bala kan no beru bala dogo lo wor ken ti yecha.
are you going to sleep on the road at night?
E wu burdi guri de ni wor.
Or are you going to go back to your own house?
Ya yu dogo de burdi yo di hin ame yin gairi komi.
When you go back to your own house,
Ka yin dogo yo di.
you find the chan,
Inu ngo chan ni cha. Ame no dong pa yu cha.
the one you left in the morning,
Mena nini we ko di ku cha.
waiting for you.
Tia kuri.
And it says, Apoyobino,
Te ko ni apoyo duogo.
welcome back.
Apoyo duogo.
I am here, I'm still here.
An pora di kane ana chan pora di yo di kane.
The children don't have enough clothes.
Bon pe como tino.
Four children are fighting for one blanket at night.
Otina ngwen dia lo melaro langira cheli di wor.
And you hear them fighting, Mama, Mama, so and so.
No de ni mama ya.
I was taking the blanket.
Jo wa langir ko koma.
You don't have a good house.
No da ota berpe.
You don't have, you are still using firewood.
Politi yu kere yen metedo.
You are going to collect water from far. Even if we make a borehole.
Wori am kulu roka kari tap do di town kane.
But people in Kampala have water in their houses.
But jo e Kampala.
Even in Lira here.
Na lira kane.
So the NRM says, please, you must get out of Chan.
NRM dia ko ni jo pacho ya ko ikobi kom chan.
And that's why we say the issue, because sometimes they say development, very vague.
Don't lobo.
But we say, no. Development without Lango
Ene ko ni don't lobo bon chumuni chao.
has a problem.
Pekoti ye.
Lango must be there separate.
Chumun normi beri chao ko ngapire.
Donglobo is ours.
Eka kope yo guru cha mon ber gina guru wak duchu lam ki cha mon ber megwa daga dal ki cha mon megwa.
But Lango is mine as an individual, as a family, as a company.
Eno chumun ber merin ke jo turi ber me company ni ber ena twer mer ti chi ni nyela kiri de ti kere kita yamit.
This is the message I started preaching in the 1966 after my A level in my area there.
Manu beru jira ere jago tuju chagari mo atunu mi chele mi abong weni piera bichel we bichel.
And when I come in government, this is the message I've been preaching.
Kardai donyi government jalo president would pay la ko kwena merni ko ni olwenyi kom chan.
Fortunately, there are a number of people who have listened. Fortunately, there are a number of people who have listened to my message.
Tiejo apolo me winyu lo kerni guma be.
I will show you some.
Enguti wo jo kene.
Let's see Okero over Molatar.
Eminon kong ni nguti wo kelo me ya ko me molatar kane.
My name is Joel Okello. I'm the team leader of Achwes Agro Farm. right here in a Molata district, Achi Paris, Krianga village. We started this farm way back in 2016 with a family land, which is about 100 acres, but now we have expanded to a tune of 300 to 400 acres. The money that we are using for expanding is not strictly coming from this. I do construction work where I generate my money, and 80% of the money that I save from construction, I bring and inject in the farm. We have goats. Goats were about 530, and cows we are having about 300. Sheep we are having about 280. So with this much kind of land, we are yet ready to do a lot of agribusiness. So in beef farming, we are selling live animal. Like for the last 2-3 years, we have been investing so much in expanding the farm. But last year is the year that we experienced a fairly income to the farm. We managed to sell 90 cows, including bulls, which gave us, each we are selling at 2.5. That was about 225 million. As you see these goats, these are Boer goats and Savannah. Majorly in a year, we sell these goats about 200, at a range of 300 to 500, which made us to acquire about 60 million. And if you add the crops department, all this we managed to, after all expenses, we managed to save about 280 million. So we want to thank the president for his wise teaching that he has been passing to the
that is
community,
Okero.
to the entire.
That is Okero.
Manu, Okero me amolata, ame okobani, enu noe, a tiu teaching, eka chilu chiencha, etel bloko duoko, ye kwena bear, ame winyi boda duong globo, melo enyi komchan, etecha kogwako diegi, techa kogwako dog, ento, ingecha bear, kwanyi boda duong president, ikoba me kwa kobe kom lonyo me yudi, enu mi udo mwaka chiel, ka endo icharo diegi, kere dog, kere jamu keno kene, inuo chente aromo million miario pier boro, imwaka dike ken, achiel ke ken.
Now, Okero is not in Europe,
Okero pedi America,
is not in Asia,
pedi loka tu Japan gicha,
is not in America.
pedi America,
Tikan.
Okero kom tikane kanani.
Here in Lango, here.
Komilama molatar kan wamrechi yeni.
And he's earning a surplus net of 480 million shillings.
Ni Okero kado Okero chen me duju kara chela me ocharo jami duju million miang wen pier boro.
When you combine the cows, the goats, the sheep, and so on.
Kado Okero chen me diegi, chen me dog, chen me romi, kere jamu kene.
Now, some of you may say, Okero is Jomukwano.
Ejo kene yakino kana kobi Okero ber ngatu kwano nyoba.
He's educated,
Mier beru kwano tutwal.
he's an engineer,
Obero teaching me diro.
he's earning money.
Tia gamo chen na don.
But I will show you others who are very poor, who started very poor, but listen to our message.
Ene mino ni nguti do ngatora do chako koma goro atiti dietro gina pirtek o kwanyo kwony ame ena remo kelo melwenyi komchan.
Let me see Elakwara
Etimo ya kware moro kanya kino tutwal ichena detede.
Apio of Lira.
Tia kware moro lo ni apio melira.
Anya POVT aburi wan tin man na alingiri sel ti banya word here my town council, till Lira district.
Her name is Apio Vicky, a resident of Aling Risel, Banya Ward, Amach Town Council in Lira District.
Agamu chene me PDM, yari ariapirwa adek,
She got the money for PDM in 2023.
la habong wen tutumia pira beru, eno kene te dong ya tang.
970,000 and then 30,000 remained in the bank.
Ata binu puru kara chel ke nyuagi,
She planted maize.
awilo nyuagi saket sapara beach.
She bought maize, 15 sackets,
Well me tutumia pira dek wiario,
30,000 each sacket.
ata kela te puru por mergena dek udushu, puru eka sadek,
She used it, actually she planted it in 3 acres of land,
puru tutumia pira beach, manu laha chele nushu.
preparing the garden cost her 150 for the 3 acres.
Ado tutumia pira beach,
Weeding cost her 50,000.
akiru tutumia pira ngwen,
Then spraying cost her 40,000.
ata tunu do koi kwanyo kelo pashu,
Time for harvest came.
atiyo kara chel ke jo me pashu, ke jo amaruma.
She used the family members and then the neighbors.
Wara wilo ka dek me achama me tutumia pira
Then
rio.
she bought lunch, food for the people for the family, which cost her 20,000.
Transport tetera tutumia pira beach.
And transporting it from the garden to home cost her 50,000.
Ata bi to nyuagi nano ko she ngatoro konya.
She came and then she removed it from the cup.
Nyuagi nani terra mo cha pira ngwena beach.
It gave her 45 sacks.
Ata chato cha pira ngwen no.
She sold 40 bags
Ata nungo miliona rio ke la bor.
and she got 2,800,000.
Kot me achel te tumuko.
That was the first season. That is our first plantation.
Ata wor ka epoko. Kwanya miliona achel akero dong me pu.
Out of the 2.8, she decided to keep 1 million aside for farming again.
Kwanya miliona achel awilo ke roma pa.
She used 1 million for buying sheep, 10 of them.
La boro achalo ke tina rice.
Then she used 800,000 for school fees.
So
Mana
there you
tegi
are.
kikano.
That is how he spent.
You
En
have
ko ni
seen
wuni winyi manudong. Ko manudong ko maporo ko mikin pa yo kane.
Apio had nothing.
Api yo ko no ginor pe bore wuni mar pi tuwe kay wori chuka machi.
But when she has been married for 20 years
No nyomere tuwe pe mo ki pier rio.
and she has got old children. She has got old children.
No tikero tina dong.
But she had never handled 1 million shillings in her life.
No ananga reki puot pe ma ko chena ro milion chwali ko mere.
So when she got the PDM 1 million,
Ikara gama no kero program me PDM milion chele wa. Bot
She-
ta dero chele.
she didn't even have her own land.
No dang lobo mere pe.
She hired land
Te pang lobo.
and planted maize
Te pe dunywage ye kanu por pa.
and sold it.
Te chato.
She got 2.8 million.
En mo milion rio la boro.
So the 1 million gave her 2.8.
Milion chel cha te mi ye ko milion rio la boro.
Now she kept 1 million to continue with the plowing, with the crops.
Te gwa ko milion chel ni kong dong me de program me pure cha.
Then she used part of the 1.8 million to buy sheep.
Te chen no dong milion chel la boro ni de tit kere me wilo rommi.
And you saw the sheep there.
Enen unu rommi.
So she's now in crops, but also in sheep.
Amando en ti kede korre mo perra porro ti dan kede romo pacho.
And
Amedo en perro.
You heard her saying that she paid school fees and so on.
Yure winyo magido kwano.
That
Kwano ko
is-
meki na chama.
That is appeal. So don't say I am poor. I don't know how to start.
Mono dong kita piu chako kede do pe ko be ando abera chano do sho kitora chako kede pe.
There is another lady in Oyam.
Ti dango mo dong me oyam.
Let's see her.
Ko do winyo bo dango ni.
There are very many cases, but I just pick the ones I visited myself.
Chadin tia pol do wale de ne tia kwanyo ene tuni neni wine.
My name is Akoi Rose.
Eastern word Akai Debe.
I'm from Eastern Ward A, Akai Debe village.
Ana bina gamu PDM million shell.
I got PDM worth 1 million shilling.
Ate we look ni anwen.
I used the 1 million to buy 4 piglets
DLHL
and 1 goat.
DLHL tenual root namachel a day.
My goat produced time twins, triplets.
Mario tenual tina rio. Do you kai rebo? Beru tina a bit titorge tebera bisiel.
The second producing, my goat produced 2 goats, plus now their mother, making a total of 6 goats. The 4 pigs I got, out of the 4, 1 is female. The female pig produced 8 piglets. The other 3, the 2 was castrated. The 1, I used it to mate other pigs from outside the neighborhood. The one that the other one that was used for mating, she picked 8 out of the other piglets that had produced. Okay, out of the 8 that she brought, she sold each at 150,000 Uganda shilling, making a total of 750. And the big ones that were already there, the existing one, she also sold, making a total. Each of them she sold at 400, making a total of 2.9. Out of the sales she made from the sale, or out of the sale I made from the sale of my piglets, I picked 800,000 and I bought a bull.
So now you have seen how those have moved. She started with the 1 million where she bought pigs and goats. Now she has even bought a cow. So therefore, the NRM is appealing to all Ugandans. Please get out of poverty. This PDM money, which is in the parish, is your money now.
chenne me PDM ado binu ni ba binu me konywa una do te I parish wani.
In 5 years, you will be having 500 million in the parish.
I moke big no parish a chela dong tikere million mia big.
Then in the 3rd year, the ones who got first will pay back.
Adon mwagari otu mukoi mwagamea dek jogamo tia cholo.
They pay back, you took 1 million, you pay back 1,100,000 something.
Kai gamu million a chele yunge mwagari yo dong weria dek te cholo million a chele la chele.
So that if they all pay back, by the end of the cycle of the government of the term of 5 years, they would have paid 300.
Mewe kata me we be a government to me mwagabi chiduju no magoba yini cholo nyo interest tika la dek ken.
That will be 800 million now.
No 10 million mia.
And the government can increase the amount if necessary. Government can increase the amount if necessary.
Government de kaune no ni cheni netia konyuwa miruta duoye otwermedo.
But even if it doesn't, this is not small money. Even if it doesn't, this is not small money.
Akari government pe o medio eri cheni ni pe chena teteri million mia big I parish.
But we can discuss it. Just it is, should we not? We shall see.
Puro wotwero ule yotame ye kami yeru medi nyo pe o medio wekon word million mia chela chel kitu.
And then, so make sure this money is not misused. There are other interventions. Emioga, money for the ghetto, for the ghetto youth, money for the borders, then the women, the grow money, money for women. I'm now also going to start a fund for university leavers. If you have left university and you have not got a job for 2 years, I want you to come and benefit from this fund. This is because his or her parents sometimes struggled with private sponsorship. It's not fair that when she finishes or he finishes, the government doesn't assist him if she does not get a job quickly.
Eka tinte duogo pacho teber mwagari yo abonti twara ka chende nitie twero konya tin me chako kwo we kwanye chikora nywala.
Then we shall start another fund for even the religious leaders. The leaders should have their own circles.
Dogo chako dok dulli moro peoti chuba kero tela do romoro dujo.
They shouldn't come to compete with the wananchi in the parish. Stay there. We give you yours according to your dioceses, according to your structures.
You don't both dioceses, Balalam diocese, West Lao, Lera diocese,
and the cultural leaders. We want everybody to teach. No, St. Paul says, no charm without teach. So then we shall also have a number of other funds. The aim here is to make sure that everybody starts creating wealth.
Manduju belo tutaka umende medana ne joduju chako lwen medana ne limo berate chao.
So that is point a beach.
Monodong nama beach.
But now,
Hamanini
here the wealth. In Lango here, I was flying over.
Neneti bay we yami laukan Ya kara ya ibara legi me bina leptong.
You are still underutilizing the land, underutilizing and misusing the land.
Lobu watia duong, peutiu tit kere ben, peutiu tit kere kita mieru ti kere da dogi, utiu tit kere pe yor ben.
And you are doing without chura.
Utiu tit komata bon chora.
Because if you have a small garden of maize,
Kai ti kere pora ti tida, nuchueka menyoage.
how much are you getting in a year?
Inu nguchena di imwaka chiel.
Is it enough to get you out of poverty?
Pero konyi melo yenye komchan.
Secondly,
Merio,
there is no irrigation.
peda kerupi, ame kachi orien, pero konyi kor nini.
And thirdly,
Mede,
in the swamp,
yikulu.
you are now copying the bad example of growing rice.
Amando ipotu unu tekwara right, ame yikulu kono konywa, wandoko dogo kapuru chere.
When I was in Dokoro yesterday, I gave details of how, if we do, I can give you an example. I have got a demonstration farm near Lira. You show them my demonstration farm.
Ninguti wapor, me porro ene yika tetiri bechala por, ameti koma choking erwakani lao. Koni kongo nguti wa nen.
That one of fish pond,
Ende ko ni nguti wa me gwa korej.
Akwaniriza ku Kawumu Presidential Demonstration Farm ayisangibwa mu Luwero District era nga wano wetuli owekitiibwa President walundira ebyennyanja.
Not that one. The one with the commissioner.
Tia Paul tiene ena mi ni uni ne no kobo no. Odi irmer dia ke lo kanle.
The one of Lira.
Pea mi tapori
So,
kana bo mi kana chok por wakane.
As we're waiting for that, let me go to Point Abicher.
Eno ko ni ka dio kormano wor ko point na mabijer.
Because you remember I told you that NRM with Uganda and with Africa, in the last 65 years, we can point to 5 areas of action, to 9 areas of action.
Eno ko ni NRM chagere dong mo ka ko rom pier bijela bi gini no tinen jammi roma bongwen ame me atima.
So the sixth one
is
the issue of jobs. People talk about jobs.
Teach.
And when they talk of jobs, they are meaning the government jobs. This is very dangerous. You are confusing people. All my children are adults now. The one who is working for the government is only Mhoz. No, none of my other children works for the government. Because the government teach pay.
But government teach pay no
Teach manok.
Teach no.
How many Gombora chiefs are there? The Miruka chiefs. And these members of parliament, we were killing ourselves over. These members of parliament, we are killing ourselves over to fight. Be member of parliament, you find somebody goes into loans.
Amanda, one job in parliament, you learn, you do you mean with parliament,
How many?
All
the government jobs together are 480,000.
Did the government do Uganda take a long when to me Pierre Boro?
But have you go to the fish pond? If you get it, you show it, I will see it.
And ya penyo ka no gina nene ni nena kwa kurecha kadong tie meket
Because
neno ko.
I don't want to go on talking endlessly. I want people also to talk themselves and you see.
Ni en pedo tie mi to bero kopa bon jaden. Gina do jaire ko be mirni jaden ne be tie.
So when it comes to teach,
Kado bini gina kwa ko be kom teach.
I'll show you one example of a young member of parliament, a young minister called Yamkama from Bunyoro. Let's see what he does.
Nguti uwa me
What he has,
parliament ora jel.
what he has done.
Ngo eno tema kwa ko be kom teach.
Well, Kamai Demonstration Farm. My name is Fred Byamukama. I'm a member of Parliament of Buganges West Constituency, Kakubiro District. We are now at our 4-acre demonstration farm. The land we have here is approximately 4 acres. This is a farm we started 2 years back here, 2.5 years back. And on this farm, we have a half acre of pineapple, has 6 cows for zero grazing. We have poultry, about 25,000 birds, but only 11,000 are giving us eggs. And we have 1 acre of grass. We have piggery, those are very many. And 1 acre of coffee mixed with banana. Where we are, this is the 4-acre model farm. I did this activity to teach my voters to lead by example so that my voters can learn what major the president tells the public. This is an initiative I learned from the president sometime back when he sent me to learn to Kaumu, to Kisozi. I copied what I copied, this is what I came up with. And you will see as we move, or that side, this side, that's my 4-acre model farm. The house as well. You don't sleep here, but if I will sleep here, the house as well, model farm. When you look at poultry, out of the 302 trays per day minimally, because 11,000 birds are supposed to give me 366 trays. But because of the feeding method, I get 302 trays per day minimally. Then I sell in a month, you can get a net profit of 55 million. Because you get 108 million, but you can't get all that. You have to buy feeds, pay workers, pay electricity, remain with 55 million net pay. When you get the cows per month, these are 6 cows. Each cow minimally gives you 20 liters. So when you get 20 times 6, that's 120 liters per day. 120 liters per day, for us a liter here is 2,000. Because so you get 2,000 times 120, you get 24,000 per day. So 24,000 per day, when you multiply, you get about 7.6 million per month. But 7.6 million per month, you cannot save it. You have to get 200 to pay this, sometimes even the drug for spraying. That is zero grazing, you spray for ticks and other things. At the end of the day, you remain with a net profit of 6 million from the cows for zero grazing. So this is our grass. Here, 1 acre of grass. This 1 acre is enough feeding our 6 cows. And our cows are feeding well with this grass we have. When you get like the half an acre of pineapple per harvest, you get about 4.5 million, and I harvest twice a year. You will see, even as now, there are those which I can harvest for my friends to take. When you look at the piggery, in a month, I can get about between 150 and 180 piglets. But those I don't sell, I give to my neighbors to prayer. When you look at coffee, we normally harvest 12 million. We normally harvest 12 million from 1 acre because we're just starting up the harvest. We had the first harvest, and when you get about 12 million, but when you irrigate very well, and you have fertilizer, you get between 18 and 24 million. From 1 acre, coffee alone minus banana. And this banana, at the end of the month, you can get about 1 million, 1.8 million. But I don't sell my banana I use it for eating. So I simply get my coffee to ensure the other 12 million I'm telling you, which we are getting from this 1 acre, because we have tested it where you receive. And here, currently,
You freeze
I'm
that,
employing
freeze that.
26 people.
Freeze that one, the first picture. Of, freeze it. Now, you heard what Biamkama was saying.
Uni winyo kopa duongu koba me parliament nutia kobukob me endi ka ipoti ngwen keken enutia gwa kugweni ye kerjam yukeni winyo.
He was telling you how he's using 4 acres after listening to my message.
Yung winyo kwena duong president na kwa ko bikom dana dikere porra ngwen keken.
To do poultry,
Me gwa kugwen
where he gets 302 trays per day.
amenu chania mia dekaryo.
And then he earns net 55 million shillings a month after removing costs.
Tenuongo million piere biyu bij yung kwanyo jamme du shubala pitugwen choloti jamu kene.
And then that does not include the money from coffee, from milk, from pineapples, and he doesn't even sell the pigs, he gives them free.
Chene me coffee pay ye, chene me ananachi kere jamu kene cha du pay ye.
But what I wanted you to see were the workers. I don't know why they have removed it. Put back those workers if you can.
Ginunu ene dia mire ne ujo nen, no mire kaninen jo amenu tiyu ipaja duongcha.
Because of what he has done, of the wealth, because now Yamkama has created Lonyo. Now Lonyo has now produced teach for Ugandans, 26 of them.
Piena duong MP cha kolwenyi komchan, teketo jami moga pirgi tek ieka ngwencha, utemi yu teach beratie, okdong tia konyo melwenyi komchan. Mega mak apeny kerikoro me teach apecha.
In the whole world, that's how modern economies operate.
We loba loro, lobo lonya dongu kobucha bara Japan ke kanu kene cha komuchakera manono.
It is Lonyo which produces teach.
Lonyo enakelo teach chingjo.
The government jobs are very few.
Teacher government de weler nok to 12 peromo wan teacher challenge wale me Uganda.
Now, Biamkama from just agriculture 4 acres, he has created already 26 jobs.
MP Biamkama ikeriporo eka ngwena ken tiyo mi juara mpiere owe boro teach.
Let's see where the other jobs are coming from. Let's see factories.
Konen kanu kene me teach ya bini ye. Factory kene kanu kene.
Now you can see how many jobs are created by those factories.
Mando wunen twernen no teacher di. Me factory chelke kenu mio.
These factories, as you can see, let's see the pictures of the factories overhead. The industrial parks, show to us.
Enu ko ni komdong tin lokapol pe chaden dogang utuginu kene. Mewe kanga dora ko bigoba ko ni awor me nene wangwa.
Now you can see. That is a town of factories. It's a town, a whole town of factories.
Monodo Bama me okerudong factory duju ene nono.
In the past year in Uganda, you did not have the idea of industrial parks.
Rekjon Uganda no pe kori neno no duju.
These towns were all shops of small things.
Town duju beru ka doga chukal modek jabun.
Selling soap, selling what? The whole town.
There
you are. You have whole towns, like Namamvi is a whole town of factories. And when I built the power station at Karuma, I wanted an industrial park nearby there. So this is how jobs are to be got. All the NRM leaders and population should be clear about this. And create space in the districts where we can have these industrial parks. Now, freeze that picture and see. See how many young people are working there. And these new, all those factories, as you see, they are all new. They came under NRM. And they are already employing 1.2 million people. While all the government jobs together are 480,000. So please, let's be clear about the issue of jobs. Where do jobs come from?
So, unyanga be, kana metiji aye, petija government keken, ento, unyang dong kana tiji aye.
Then, point number 7
Namabiro
is service delivery.
Teach amekema tedero.
That is health,
Yotkom,
education,
puanyere,
extension work.
Teach ame workere kinpaje meme yotambo na nyale.
This is mainly by the government.
Manaberu tija government mirti.
You know the plans of the government for education.
Uningeyotama government ya kwako be kompuanyere.
We want free education. In government primary schools. When I was coming here, I stopped at a very good primary school just nearby here. It's called Kakira. Okay, let's see this man.
My name is Dr. Maurice Uchen. I am a commissioner by appointment, deployed at State House, and I've been assigned by the President to execute the 4-acre model. And I've put them so far in 10 regional zones in the country. Now, the 4-acre model is an idea conceived by the President to guide our farmers on how to utilize their small acreages of land so that they can earn more money through intensive farming. And here we are talking about enterprises that have good yield and high income for their household. So we have the fish farming, which is one of the enterprises that can be done near the water without interfering with wetland and tampering with water flow. Then we have the zero grazing unit. On the other side, we have the coffee, we have the banana, and also a household needs food crops as 1 acre plus fruit. So this idea of the 4-acre model is to support income for the household. And as I will go, you know that it's capable of pulling somebody out of poverty. Now, specifically on the fish pond, here is about 20 by 50 meter pond, 1,000 meters square. After finishing the excavation, we stock 10,000 fish. We feed it for about 8 to 9 months. In the north, which is warmer, the fish grow fast. And in the west, which is a little cold, you add 1 more month to reach the same quantity. So by that time, the fish will be about 800 grams to 1.5 kilograms.
Now, that man whom I have put in charge of the model farm in Lira He has already made a fish pond.
Eno ko ni ene kwanyo dano no ko me pajo borwa kan memi ya por ti dong lera kane.
He has also put cows there.
Ti da kero diang kuno.
He has put coffee
Ti da kero cocoa kuno.
and bananas
Abolo.
in 4 acres. In 4
Ye ka
acres.
wena ken.
Can,
Ti pa chel te gwa kudwera bong wen te ko ni recha romo kila chel.
not in Europe, not in Asia, not in America. Here in Lira, post office, private bag, Lango.
Eno ko ni kom ti la borwa kane.
So please, my people,
Jo pajo luag me lao nyalo me Uganda.
I have really talked and begged you to get out of poverty, but
Ni ba ko doge ba ni konye unu kanya kino me we ko lwenyi kom cha.
now we are going to, the fish ponds are a bit expensive.
Endo konyo ka recha karo kene we ler ti malo.
You can't do them with your PDM money.
Endo chene ume PDM million cheli peromo.
So the government is going to do them and give them free.
Government binuti mi jo achun go po me mero kwa korek pe ba bimu poyo.
All I want is cooperation from you.
Ni kar gine meti boru obero ni aere kere winyere kere ye ni uti
And
kar
you,
chel.
you need to agree on who owns the fish pond. Is it the people nearby, whose land is nearby, or what do we do? We need to agree on that.
Gina miero wano ye ni kadongo government ayena kunyiwa akunyi loba nga.
I think the easiest is for the people who are nearby, whose
Man
farms,
pi jo ame tiyo gore kar chel.
whose farms come near the swamp.
Jo ame pachi ki po lere wak tiya chok ki kulu.
So we are going to make the fish ponds on the periphery of the swamp.
Man jo aketu rech a chok ki do kulu ere pe yi kulu.
And then the water in the center would be used for irrigation.
Eka pi chawta tich kere meme yo kore ti poro pi ka kot pe.
I don't have time to show that, but I talked about it the other day.
Chawa dong pe me ko bi er cheng che ko bi e kar jo ti alani.
So that is service. That was on wealth. But we have also finished service delivery, education, health, and so on.
Mano do tie ko pa kwa jama kema te dero kere dok dong nya yo lo ko kere ko pa kwa ko bi kom teach.
Now, for education,
Ponyere.
our next target is implementing our free education in government schools.
Dong neno ni kwan nono tie chukul chini ya government doshu.
Now, for health, the immunization is doing very well.
Ko ni ko pa kwa ko kom yot kom akwera tie water bear twal.
It is the treatment where some people steal government drugs.
Eno ko pa kwa ko ko me yo ya ene ye jo mor pot chingir ya cher te kwalo yena government.
But the Minister of Health is using computers to track the drugs.
Eno do government ti kedi wangi moro tie kun be minister lo ko kom yot kom tie ngiyo kedi computer kita yenu chwalo tie ti kede yor yar chela chela.
But in the future, I may use, because these health centers, these are not too many, there are about 2,000 something in the whole of Uganda.
Eno ko ni Uganda loro da health center de tika tutumia ryo mi ngweni ginor ke ni Uganda loro.
I may have to come to the Inter-Religious Council and ask them to lend me one supervisor per health center.
Eno ko ni di maja kai logo tamere bini bala inAlebtong town council kan ko ni mi awunu ngara chel ameti chera beru menge yoko pa kwa ko kita jami woru kere oriat.
The people of God, whom I believe want to go to heaven.
Utichu ba ameni ye kom ki ametamne kinti ametu wori polo.
So that we can stop this theft of government drugs.
Ikete yakina jo awange ngiyo kita me yen woru kere urien mewe ko jo kwalo yeni urien.
The two final points are number 8, which is if you do all this wealth creation,
Namaboro kadi timu jamini duju melo enyi komchan kere me yupia bini chao.
where do you sell it?
Ichatu kwene.
Is the internal market of Uganda enough?
Chuke Uganda ne ken romo.
That's why we keep telling you that please love Uganda, but also love Africa.
Enu mi ene kovni mar Uganda mar dang lobo wa me Africa lobo chol.
Because you need them for your prosperity. You need them for your prosperity.
Pieno metro chuk mewek biya chara be de ber
as a market.
So
that's how we worked with Kenya, with Tanzania to revive the East African community.
En kita gini tiyu kere Kenya Tanzania meme yo chuk ya bela laj pi wan itung wok chenkana.
And we work with South Sudan, with Congo now, with Rwanda, Burundi, Somalia.
Lo beno du judo en kwana kwa kina jo ame ye wil lo jamia ya Uganda ngurni chuka jemwa nyo jama wan.
Therefore,
Uganda, Kenya, Sudan.
The NRM leaders and members need to know that we love Uganda, we love Africa, we love East Africa because we need them for our own prosperity.
Utalame NRM mirungeni wanu mara Uganda, umaro East Africa, umaro lobe cholu rumu wani duchu pienenu miyo chukwa berotie aja mitewot.
The last point, Ambungwen, is security. So therefore, when you are talking about, that's why we work with other African countries. That's why we work with other African countries for security. So therefore, when you are talking of the NRM, when we are coming to say, please, support NRM so that we continue, I had to give you the contribution of NRM to Uganda, to Africa in the last 65 years. Now, on some of the local issues, apart from this road to Abim, through here, we have also been dealing with the issue of cattle compensation. And some people had brought the other legal way of doing things. Initially, I didn't really agree with that method, but you know me, I'm always soft. Sometimes the people insist, I say, okay, you try it. But it was not serving people, and it seemed there was quite a bit of quarrel. So that's why recently I came and I said, you people, don't you think we can do better if we target to give each homestead 5 cows? Even if we do it in phases, but we need not to reach more people and really change the area. I'm glad you supported it. I have now instructed the government to start planning how to do it. The other day, I met a group led by the Wanyachi. A lot of work to do. But I don't want you to go into all those details for now. So I am here to ask you to support the NRM. Because of this record. Because Uganda had become ungovernable. The government were collapsing. One government lasted for 69 days. Another one for 5 months. But the NRM government is strong.
Endo government me NRM ka neno lwere kere kido chika keno kere poti chungi king.
Because of you.
Pi un me chungkane.
So don't listen to these people who come here running around. They are not serious. You can see the way they are talking. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is not a theater. We are not here to act. This is real life. Each issue needs a struggle. Security, you need to struggle. Economy, serious analysis, not just propaganda, so that you appear to know what you are. So, that's why Uganda is stable. That's why the way you can tell a country which is stable is what economists call inflation. How the prices are changing. Something is 1 shilling this year, 2 shillings next year. That is a problem. But you know the prices because you go to the market. The prices. That shows you that the supply is enough. That's why the prices are not changing so much. And that's why we don't have shortages. We have been having a weakness in the Ministry of Works. But also in finance. Like these roads. This Maram road from Lira to here should be well maintained, even if it's a Maram road. Why would you not maintain this road, even if it's a Maram road? And my other road coming through Balonyo, that one also should be maintained. It was not so bad the other time when I passed there. But I'm very, very harsh with these people. I have warned them. Part of the problem, they touch too many things. You can imagine now, I think they are tarmacking the road from Kitugum to Namkora to go to Karenga, that side. They are working on tarmacking some of those roads. But why do you start new roads without maintaining the old ones? It's not good planning. Because if you maintain the old Maram roads, they are repaired on time. And you also maintain the Maram ones in good condition. Then you can add others later when you are ready, not go for the new one and forget the old one. We are trying to teach them guerrilla ways of working, because for us we are people from the guerrilla, the bush. But these civil servants and the Ministry of Finance, they touch this one, touch this one, touch this one. But even you, the population, you get pushed and you push things number 2 before you finish number 1. Like for instance, now we have got Lira City. Lira City.
Amana war ma jo da ko ni o mi do lera city ko.
But now the road to the city is not good. So why don't you start with the road and then the city?
En kun yo ter why city lera ja put petia ber. En ko bi jo ni pingu pe ko jak yo ter why city. To do garo city. No yo worry city do you tia port.
Don't have cheap popularity and you forget planning.
Manu bero ka jami mo jo timu raba me petika kare me chobu miri mor me dakika no nok to wala pe te ti yo wara ni ya do ke me pe ber.
Apoyo matek.
Ai po wo petwere.
Queer Mabel.
Queer Abel.
Queer Abel in Lango, they say, I speak more actually because the Acholis were making more trouble. I had to spend their time there trying to quieten the Acholis. So I speak more actually.
I don't president come near any cover level actually. Attack law level down.
Queer Abel.
New ball Queer Abel.
Queer NRM.
Ball Queer ball party NRM.
Apoyo Lubanga. Let us give flags to our people.
I don't president Jalwongo flag bearers do you? Meme yo bendera me NRM chinga tira tir me chakungwe me lanyo Queer imwanga liverio kerepiero yo ya pichel.
Adong President ya mayo award me mayo flag about flag bearers wa me NRM and then me Parliament me inAlebtong Dr. Mercy Lakisa Tia Kinagi adong government chief whip Dennis Amson Bua Dangagamo Eka won't come a beach. Achumupi won't come a beach. Man, Honorable Ambrose, Ungom, Tie Yakinagi. Obabo Chingwa Puuno, flag bearers wa, and then government chief whip, Ogamutia Lele, Obabo Chingwa Puba. Point ritual. And then Honorable Samuel Okwirudwe, Tidanga word gamo mege, Kadongo gamo, Wandu Jupinu Bapo Chingwa, Kede Jira! Mona me Parliament, me Morto County. Next, Abedo, woman me Parliament, me inAlebtong, Dr. Mercy Lakisa. Boy Matek. Kai gamuflag wote mo itaire. Loko do wando po winyikan. Obabu chingwa po wudu. Next Abedo Ambrose Ungom. Achumupi won koma beach. Me inAlebtong. Adong Ambrose Ungom. Babu Chingwa Puudu. Amen. Now, we are going to, okay, and then a youth member parliament for Northern Uganda, and Ankia Gamumegeno, Obabu Chingwa Puudu Manuchu, Achu Pia Member Parliament Abulu, Me Northern Uganda, Nyotumba Lume Uganda. Why ma take Obabu Chingwa take Puudu, and Adong President Biruma Kochial, Karachelka the flag bearer as well, Ameo Gam flag in Inatinini. Point to 12, Romy, you are, where are a chick, man, Arem? You're a do jo mang flag. Ngara shell the flag ere. Poi matek, ovo lelea uno, babo chiuki po uno nero timu. Tia lelea. Uti ube ori you flag we members of district council, Karachil kede lower local government. Guinean utia bebeano, kunu duo Karachil kede flagi, and we are going to sing national anthem. O babu chingwa po unu flag bearers wa. Ada no deni Samson bua. Tia lelea abro sunga mungom. Amame parliament morto. Karachil keda amame parliament. Mayor Leptong district Dr. Mercy Lakisa. Yono gamutin flag ko. Under youth member parliament May Northern Uganda. Omi du po matek. Luwag Duch, Mayor Leptong, Ametinini, Wanujolo, presidential candidate, His Excellency General Yoweri Museveni, inina tinini, ikampe na meotimere tin, pasuport bakan, inindua Rio, medwe mea par, mua tutumia Rio, ipia Rio wia beach, wano kore kaindu duogo, want to be where anthems wa I want to be where we are going to sing in reverse order. Poje tutual NGOs ameobino otede redushu ame wuli kwanyo kare me building na tinini umidu po members me parliament wa me Lango subregion aneno honorable Felix Okotogong, ameme parliament me dogolo south, tida yakini wakano, babu chingwa upuwe unu. Poi matek, and utido koro, last item, kado enuduogo, wanabino where, mekuogo, lobo Uganda, East African anthem, Karachil Kerelau anthem. Then we call it a day. Barme du puo attack pinina tinini maybe do Karachil kede duong president ya Leptong kanene puo binunu ko babu chingwate DJ
Ite kwa
chingwa po unadua president. Thank you, thank you. His Excellency, the President, thank you for coming to inAlebtong. Opoyo luagdushu mepashu. Opoyo nubino irwama malu. Ininatini meneno ni one uyikere mebo lukwir biaduong President Museveni in 2026. We kodo babu chingwa pininatini pipo yuba. Amen, amen, amen. Po yunubino mateko midupo tuwal inAlebtong District Local Government, all the leadership from inAlebtong, we want to thank you so much for this day. We want to thank you for your commitment, especially the RDC of Kiswa Joffrey. Thank you so much, and your entire team. District Chairperson, Honorable D.K. Odo, thank you so much. Omoruno Duo President, Riechi, More! Endong tia wara, nagotuke, kana enbilu kereluak, meotuke district. Opoyo mateka Duo President, Opoyo piticha metiu, Uganda luru, one iwa yuma teknikuch. Tibotwa babu chigo kedejira. Riachi wimorudu. Yole. Thank you so much. We want to wish you well and safe journey back till we meet again. Have a good day. Thank you.